Hey Shay, how's it going? Thought I'd do a little late night switching. Oops, what happened? Halloween, it must be haunted. Yeah, I've got all the yard stuff replaced, and I've got some of the stuff down here, but not all of it. Not having as many problems with these turnouts as I was over in the yard. I don't know if I got a bad batch or what. Yep. I have had a couple of problems with this box cutter. Or it could be the turnout. I said something about turnout's not being bad, so guess what happened? John, how's it going? Y'all are still, it's not even 9 o'clock over there on the West Coast. Yeah, no kidding, Shay. So I've got to get this Southern Pacific gondola up here, and the way JMRI is structured, that it goes by moves. So the car with the least number of moves will get moved first off of a spur. So that's why I always have to do kind of a first in, first out thing on the cars. So. Because otherwise, next time I came to pick something up, I'd have to move all these cars out of there. Yeah, keep uncoupling from the engine. I think I got to fix that coupler on the front of that Jeep 38. It hangs a little low. Hi, Tam, how's it going? Yeah. We got a few trick-or-treaters, not many. Probably maybe 10 or 12 kids in all. I was kind of surprised. I think I've got a little low spot right here, so that my cars tend to roll back. I don't know. I've got to figure out how to fix that somehow. It's not here. Here is fine. It's just this spot right here. It's kind of strange. Let's see if that Katie boxcar derails again on that switch. Hopefully it doesn't, but it seems like that's where the problem is. So far, so good. Yeah, made it that time. There it goes again. Yep. Figure out what to do with that coupler. So going back and looking, Shay, no, I didn't get my lift out done yet. I've just been running I've just been running point to point for a while. So until I do my lift out. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get motivated to do that. I want to kind of scenic it, and I've got the two sides leading up to it. I have to carve out the foam to make a river, and I just haven't made myself do it. Yep. Uncouple again from the caboose. Yeah, I tried to fix that coupler last night, but it didn't really fix the way I wanted it to. It's just hanging low. I think I need to put, if I can, I need to put a shorter coupler on it. I've got a long shank, and I need the medium shank on it. That'll help some. Pick up 46. We've got one hopper to pick up on this other track. I spent most of last night. Yeah, I agree, Shay. Spent most of last night trying to speed match those two engines that I've got up there. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm running a Jeep 30 and a Jeep 38 together. So not only are the brands different, but they both have different decoders in them. The Jeep 30 is a Proto 2000, and the Jeep 38 is an Atlas. And the Jeep 30 has a Tsunami 2 decoder, and the Jeep 38 has a TCS decoder in it. So trying to speed match those with two different motors was a nightmare. In fact, I had to come back tonight and work on it some more, but I finally got it to where they're working together. Yeah, that switch is not, I haven't replaced this switch yet. I've got one to replace it. I just haven't done it. And it doesn't, the cars don't like it. Oh, there we go. All right. So I only had one pickup from that track, but I've got a few set outs. So I've got to get this string pushed past that switch because the cement hopper is the one that gets set out. Up on the north end of the track where the silos are. That's okay. It's coming back this way now. So the cement hoppers that are up there, I have to pull out and then put that one at the very back end of them. Jason, what's up, man? That's pretty good, Shay. It's sometimes speed match is pretty easy. If you've got the same brand of locomotive and the same decoder in both locomotives, speed matching isn't too difficult. It's just sometimes when they're different brands and different decoders, it takes a lot of tweaking to get them to speed match. And I've got it just about right to where they, which was a happy accident, where they not only speed match, but they speed up and slow down fairly prototypically as well. Yeah, so let's just, now if I can just fix that coupler on the front of that Jeep 38, I'll be happy. One good thing about having two different decoders is I like the prime mover sound since they're both turbos. They have just a little bit different prime mover sound. Oh, okay, Katos. Ah. What I can do is I can just shove these three on this track so I don't have to pull all the way out. I'm not a total fan of BLI either. And it's not because of their sound or anything, it's just because of their product. I've got one switcher that runs really nicely and the other one that I can't keep fixed. I think it's a design flaw. The front truck keeps slipping out of the gears. I don't know what to do about it. Bicentennial rolling stock. I don't have that much rolling stock. I've got, oh, come on. Well, this is getting annoying. Trying to think, Jason. I think I have two box cars that are bicentennial. I've got that Pickens, and I've got the American Colloid, and that's the two I have, Jason. Well, this is just getting too annoying. Yeah. So, check that out. Fix this real quick. I'm going to fix my coupler problem. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but if you can, you didn't see it. It didn't happen. There we go. I just flip them around. James, how's it going? You mean it's almost as bad? I'm not really having any problems. Too many problems. Not having any derailment problems. There's just that one coupler problem, so I took care of that. The big sky crane came down and just turned the engines around. Well, I said I didn't have any coupler problems, and there we go. See what y'all did to me? Didn't have any derailment problems. Yeah, I've fixed most of my coupling problems. I've got most of them fixed. Not all of them, but most of them. So I've slowly been replacing couplers and been putting washers under wheel sets and stuff like that. I've been finding a lot of my Ather and Blue Box stuff is really a lot of the culprit. The couplers are just too low. You bet, bring it. But we'll have to see what it is first, you know. None of those Tier 4 Gevos on it or anything like that on my layout. Or SD70s. But, So I don't know if it's the flat car or the tank car that's causing the problems. I think it's the tank car, those plastic couplers. I did. I didn't get to see the show. What did you get? Everybody tell me I didn't get to see it tonight. An SP U50. A U50 will work on. Cool, Chase. That'll work. That's in the correct era. Now we can have an SP. Since I have a cotton belt interchange, an SP running on my layout would not be out of place. In fact, I was kind of thinking about getting some cotton belt engines, believe it or not. Since I have a cotton belt interchange. All right. I didn't drop the car off and I should have, so I got to figure out what it is. 4762. I think. So I'm supposed to leave here with 12 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So I got 2 cars here that I'm not supposed to have. Set out the SP gondola. I think it's this UP car. One of them. See, I was talking and not paying attention. Yeah, teleported. I'm trying to figure out which. So I picked up what I was supposed to. And I set out. What I was supposed to. No, I didn't. I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. These 2. Hold on. 9801. Did I pick that up? Nope. I know exactly what I need to do. All right. I know what I'm missing. I kept the car. I didn't set one out, and I kept one I shouldn't have kept. You'll have to post a picture on MeWe, Jason, so I can see what it looks like. But bring it with you, definitely. That gondola, I shouldn't have dragged it out. That was the problem. Okay. Hey, Dan, how's it going? I didn't put spider webs on my cars. Okay, now I can pull my train back and run my engines up to the front. So I am going to give you all an easy problem. Give me just a second, and we'll see who wins the Cupid doll. Okay. It's an easy problem. It really is. Let me show you my train. Now, everybody see my train. So my locomotives are down here, and they got to go to the front of the train. No problem. I just back them up, run them up the main line back onto the train. Can anybody tell me what problem I am going to face if I do that? Tell me what problem I am going to face by running my engines back up here in the train. Train has to travel. Train has to travel that direction. Okay. So tell me what problems I'm going to have. Nope, I've already got track and time on the main. The dispatcher gave me track and time, so I'm okay. No, that's why I double-headed the consist, so I can run them either way. Oh, come on. This is an easy one. Yay, there you go, Jason. I would have a hazmat right behind the engine. That's right. So, I can't have hazmat right behind the engine. Now, it is empty. So, the hazmat is empty. So, I only have to have one car in between. Now, nowadays, there's all kinds of rules about having inert material and all that kind of stuff in the car, and yeah, it's oil. So, so in '76, the only rule is there had to be 5 buffer cars for loaded hazmat and a single buffer car for empty. Okay. Yeah, but it's not. It's going to traverse the main line, so it's got to follow the rule. So what I'm going to have to do, it's no big deal. I am going to pull up. And like I said, since it's empty, I only have to have one buffer car. I'm going to push the tank car up on the spur. Push the box car up ahead of it, and then pull the tank car back off, and put it as the second car in the train. So. There's a good article. It's funny. There's a good article on buffer cars in this month's Railroad Model Craftsman. So um, I would pick that up and read it. Got a mosquito flying around in here. The last holdout. Ah, didn't get him. All right, there we go. All right, now I bring my power up to the front of the train. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I stepped on the floor and shook the camera, didn't I? So there is done switching the cement plant. So Jason, I finally primered that hopper car you sent me. So I'll paint it here in the next couple of days. Thinking about making one change on my layout. You can see my my tracks, my 2 tracks terminate there for the oil refinery that I'm going to have. And I'm thinking about actually turning those around and switch it that way and have my oil refinery up at that end instead of having it down here. Just kind of to break things up, since I have all of this industry here on this one end. I think I'm gonna change the direction of those 2 tracks. It shouldn't be too hard because it's just coming off of the siding. I don't think it'll be that big a deal. And part of the way I can use the tracks that are already there. So I'll probably have to cut them about halfway up. I don't think it'll be too big of a job though. And then I can actually run them a little bit longer and have room for more cars. Right now I have room for about 7 tank cars on each track. I might be able to run them long enough to get room for 9. You know, James, it's funny how Walters does that with their stuff. They could make something that's prototypical, yet they don't do enough research. See you, Shay. They don't do enough research on things to make them prototypical, and I never understood why. When Walters came out with these KCS Jeep 9s they just came out with a few months ago, I told them, I said, you could have researched it, could have called me, and I would have told you how to letter the Jeep 9s the correct way. And there was only 2 Phase 2 Jeep 9s that KCS had. Instead, they numbered them wrong and lettered them incorrectly. So I don't know why Walters does that. Their only excuse was, well, they're not their photo series. So I said, well, that's no excuse for having a wrong paint scheme. Yeah. So I don't know what their thinking is. Yeah, the bad thing is Athearn won't do any KCS stuff for some reason. They just came out with their new Jeep 38s, and they have never done. Nobody has ever done an as delivered Jeep 38 to KCS. No one, and you can't talk to Athearn. And I've tried to talk to them, and they just ignore you. So. I guess they do better research, and Atlas does as well. Yeah, they were. I don't know why Walters didn't extend some of their Proto 2000 stuff. When they bought the Lifelike stuff, they had, they had all that stuff that was done for Proto 2000 by Lifelike, and they didn't keep it. And it's just they haven't reproduced it, and I don't know why. Yeah, I was thinking about getting another Jeep 38 myself, but I don't know. I would have to paint it. I would have to get an undecorated one. Because then I would have to, if it wasn't undecorated, I'd have to strip it and then paint it. And I hate stripping. No matter what you do, you can't get them completely stripped down. Oh, I can't wait to see that, James. That's the problem with modeling Kansas City Southern in my era is I almost have to paint everything myself. There's very few things that I've ever gotten that were correct or that have ever been produced. So it's kind of annoying. The only thing I've got that's close to correct, Athearn did some ready to roll SD40s -2s. I've got a couple of those, and then Lifelike the Proto 2000, they did a great F unit, and nobody's ever duplicated the work on their F units. Where came through where? James, one thing I'm not picturing in my mind. What's the U? What modifications do you have to make a U? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. KCS actually had one of those as well, but it was later on. It was like mid '80s when they had one that got in an accident and they did chop nose on it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. They probably did, Jason. They probably did a Jeep 7U. The only difference is James would have to take a mortgage out on his house to get an Athens Genesis. Yeah, that's always a problem. Finding one without dynamic brakes. And it's great when you make stuff like that, when you convert and modify stuff, because then you can say, hey, I have this one of a kind that's actually prototypical and nobody else does. But gentlemen, it is almost midnight here, and I'm just going to let everybody go. I got my switching done on my cement plant, so I've been on for an hour, so a little over an hour now. But I appreciate everybody joining me and the good talk. So, appreciate everybody watching. And I'm going to have to go back and watch the Ray's channel, the replay, to see Jason get presented with his locomotive. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look there. In fact, I can look at that right now. My computer's running slow. Cool. That is sweet looking. I like that. Oh, you definitely bring that with you. We will run that. See you, John. You guys take it easy. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and I will see y'all next time. Maybe after I get over to the yard, I'll do another live stream, and when the train comes in, and switch the yard over. So. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night, and happy All Saints Day now. In a few minutes.